Hi bestie. Oh, what am I wearing? Bestie, it's winter. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my updated makeup routine, but with a twist. For the most part, it is my updated makeup routine. It's what I do all the time. If I'm going out, if I'm going on a date with my boyfriend, if I'm going on a date with the girls, if I'm going out clubbing, if I'm going with my family, if I'm gonna wear makeup. I'm a go big or go home type of girl. If I'm gonna put on makeup, I'm gonna put on makeup. It's either hobo me or it's me, you know what I mean? So today I gave you guys a rundown on all the products I use, the steps that I do, overall just how to get this look. It's definitely not anything too crazy, not anything too complex. I wanted to show you guys what my makeup routine is during the winter. Okay, first step into turning into our frosty icy snow princess. Brows. Personally, I just love doing my brows first because I feel like I can lay them on a lot better. What I really love about this routine is that you can follow your same makeup routine that you personally like on yourself. So like what I'm doing right now is quite literally the routine that I've been doing for a few years now, the routine that I know how to do, and I'm just going to change up a couple things here and there. Now, before you get your panties in the twist, instead of moving on and starting off with makeup, we're gonna go to this drawer. Skin prep is so important when it comes to winter makeup. It doesn't matter if your winter isn't that like crazy Antarctica, like polar bears are next to you type of winter. There's still a difference from summer to winter, and the way your skin reacts to it, there's a difference. Personally, I have very dry skin, and you would think my skin is drier and just more disgusting in the summertime, but it is quite the opposite. So if I want my makeup to slay, I know I have to put extra work in that skin prep routine. I literally just used one product and I feel like I can already tell a difference. The times I have gone to the mountains and gone to the snow, oh my god, when I tell you the difference in my skin, it's insane. Like, it's actually so insane. Skin prep is just always an essential. I don't care what season it is, what time it is. You should be doing your skin prep, even if it's more or less than what I'm doing. Do what works for you. But the key to a good makeup routine is not just the technique and it's not just the product. I think a good chunk of it is what you're doing before the canvas, the prep to the artwork. I definitely do a good amount of skin prep because that's just what worked for me. And every time I miss like one product, trust me, I do see the difference and feel the difference within my routine. I think the best transition product from skin prep to makeup, Miss Primer over here. I love primer. I know some people don't really feel like primer does a lot. I'm also running out. Some people just use it to use it. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. All I can say is that I feel a difference with how my makeup feels. So you can obviously tell I love this primer. I feel like the primer I use specifically just feels like another layer of skin prep. It's just so smoothing and like hydrating. I think one of the #1 top things when it comes to winter makeup is the fact that dewiness isn't wanted as much. I think we're looking for more of that porcelain doll effect where I wouldn't say you want like matte 100%, but you want your makeup to at least look like 80 to 85% matte. Although we don't want a crazy amount of dewiness, you still want your skin to look its best. Your skin just always looks flawless. So I'm gonna go in with the one and only. Instead of putting a good amount like I do during the summer, sometimes I go in and I put it on my chin and I put it a little bit on my forehead. We're not gonna do all that. What I love about winter makeup is that usually there's more blush. Like the blush definitely overpowers the look. It's kind of like a really clean, smooth, simple base. The blush and maybe some like really cute white glittery eyeshadow. Okay, now on to contour. Like I said, I don't think we need to go too crazy, too hard when it comes to this. I think just sculpt out the tiniest bit, but again, I don't think that's really that much of the point. I think the only difference that I'm going to be doing with this look specifically compared to my regular makeup routine, I'm not going to go so heavy-handed with the contour. I usually would do a lot more than this, and although obviously I would blend it out, do like looking in the mirror and being like, you know, handsome Squidward. But I think for today, we don't really want that. We really do want it to feel like overall just a shadow on our face. Look at the contour. It's subtle. Sculpted me a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna go and do like my little nose contour I do. I don't know if you could even call this nose contour because I'm not very good at it, but I like doing it. Now for what I think is like one of the top 2 things that makes this look what it is. It makes it. I do want the tiniest bit of glow on my cheeks, so I'm gonna go in kind of like a more glowy blush, and I'm gonna do 2 different color And I'm gonna do 2 different colors, a lighter one and a little bit of a darker one. I'm literally going to fully mix. And the difference that I'm gonna do from like my normal routine with this look is that normally I try not to go so close to like the apples of my cheeks. I try to keep it more up, but I'm not gonna be so scared to like not go to this area. Normally I would blend just right there. This side I wasn't scared to go down because it's not like your face, you get to decide where in your face you're gonna get red. Now I'm gonna get whatever's left on this brush and put it on my nose a tad. I'm not scared of blush today. Okay, now that we're all pinked up, we're gonna go to concealer. I'm gonna do my normal concealer routine, darker, more me shade where I need it, my lighter highlighting shade on the outer corner and the inner. Now, instead of blending it in right away, if you want a higher coverage look, let it sit for a little. One of my favorite parts of winter makeup, and honestly just any type of makeup, is lips. So we're gonna go ahead and clean off. There's a reason why bronzer and stuff like this is not that popular in the winter, because your face naturally kind of loses color because you're freezing. Your body probably thinks lip stain is crucial in the winter time. I'm gonna really line my lips. I think I'm gonna go for a little bit of like a darker lip today. Now I'm gonna go in with my lip stain, which I feel like this is what's gonna make the big difference. Let's just reactivate that makeup, that concealer. I'm literally gonna blend it as usual. I'm not gonna do anything too different, too crazy. And I'm gonna bring that concealer a little bit to the inner corner to like brighten it up a little bit. Whatever's left over on that powder puff, brighten up with concealer the rest of my face. And before we set, I'm gonna go back with the blush brush and just go over whatever got left behind right now. Now let's set. This is not going to be any different. Again, I feel like the look for winter makeup is more on the matte side, so don't be scared to set away. I'm gonna set the rest of our face that we don't want to be glowy. I literally look airbrush, face tuned if you will. Like we said before, I'm not too crazy on having a very bronzed look. I'm lightly going to go over with some bronzer, very lightly. Go over what we did with the nose contour. Beautiful, perfect. Back to what we care about, blush. I think I'm gonna continue with like the lighter type of blushes. It's kind of like the vibe I want. Not being shy with the blush at all. Blush blindness is accepted, it's love. I'm gonna do the Patrick Ta method, where you still go in with the teensiest bit of cream on top of your powder to bring some dewiness back to life. I'm gonna go in with a white highlight. I feel like that's more of the vibe in this time of year, is more of like a ivory pearl, if you will, type of highlight, not so much of a gold champagne color. Center of my nose here. Cute, gorgeous. Now for the part besides the blush that I think really makes this look, the eyeshadow. So we want like a very white, glittery, shiny type of eye. I'm gonna go in with a random palette I have. I'm gonna go with kind of like a nudish, could be white, but like a very light inner to half of like my eye. I'm not fully going out, but I'm covering a good amount, sisters. I'm really making sure that is really packed on there. Do you see how much that brightened my eye? It's crazy. And I'm also not scared to really get that in my inner corner. Like I really want it to be as bright as can be. Now I'm gonna go back to our highlight and I'm going to highlight my inner corner. Get that corner of our eye extra glowy. I'm gonna go in with this palette that has a true white highlight and really drag that. Do you see how like extra it is at like highlighting? Like I'm really highlighting that up. You obviously have to set this all in place. Some nice sharp eyeliner to really make our eyes like pop, and so we need some like darkness, some depth. Our eyeliner is popping. I'm gonna do some white eyeliner in our waterline, just like the very corner. I don't like doing my whole eye or I look scary. I'm gonna do my normal mascara routine. One eye is done and look at that difference. Look at that difference. I literally swear that something about like the winter air, the lashes just look so much better. I just feel like they don't fall as easily. And besties, that is it. I told you guys it wasn't that complex. It wasn't that crazy of a routine. But anyways, I love you guys all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I hope you guys... I love it. Okay, besties, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys this Friday.